Hello, everyone. I'm Melissa with Ruby Thursday. Welcome to this Thursday's live coding session, August 18th. Is that really the date? Yeah, it's really almost, we're past the halfway point of August, heading towards September. So, pretty crazy that the summer is really almost over. It's been a very busy summer and looks to be a pretty busy fall too. So I'm just vamping to give folks time to get notifications and to come on by. And if you weren't around last week, I did introduce that we'll be doing kind of a side project here. It's not quite Ruby. I know it's called Ruby Thursday, but I'm also working on a project with my husband and a couple others, and we're going to be launching an NFT project. So go check out the video last week where I talk more about the project, and it's called Adult Fantasy. And yeah, check out that video where I explain a little bit more. We also had a session playing around with a library third-party plugin, advertised on the Hard Hat website. That's utility for helping run and compile and all this and test smart contracts. So we thought, oh, well, let's try it out, but it didn't go too smoothly. It was a good experiment, but I have gone ahead and done a little bit more research, and I'm just going to go straight with the I went. It's already done, and ran the Create React app. So we have all those files in place, and it defaults to the React testing library. So we'll be using that. Um, what I found to be interesting in my sort of looking around to see if any other folks had written blog posts or tutorials about actually writing the React testing code for your NFT front end, I didn't see a whole lot going on out there. I did find a couple of posts, especially ways to potentially mock out your connection to the blockchain, which is through a library called Web3.js. And so that's going to be helpful, hopefully. But most of the time, they just do the front end and really test the back end. So I found that interesting. I think maybe the feedback loop is short enough you feel confident. There's definitely some other things going on. You're going to be connecting to your local blockchain, which I have running right now, Ganache. So there's a lot of maybe words that are new. If you've not looked a whole lot at the NFT smart contract domain. So I'm not going to go crazy into that. If you have questions, certainly throw them in chat. And I really should um, link up uh, a a he doesn't have it on his README, but this gentleman, Greg, I believe, has a DApp University, and I'm going to be sort of moving off of this. And I think it'll say Mel's computer. So I'm on here twice. But I'm going to be using this as it says Ruby Thursday. That's good. I'll be using this as a template. He has a great tutorial. Find him on YouTube. So we'll be kind of using that as our template today. I'm also going to try to write some tests, see how it goes. Because at heart, I'm a testing girl. So I do feel like it speeds you up in a certain way. There'll probably be sections that I'll just go for it and see what happens. But that's what we'll do today. All right. So again, I have dual computers going. So if you see me looking over there, that's where I'm looking at my chat. And this time I have figured out the whole screen sharing a lot better. Won't be quite so tedious. All right, so if questions, throw them in. If not, I got work to do. We got to launch this sucker. Hopefully, I'm not going to say a date. That would be terrible. But soon, or than later, is not the way. All right, so let's go ahead and add. Let me share screen 2. There we go. You can see Adapt University, what I just copy pasted. And we'll be kind of going off of he has testing files, but those are for the smart contracts. And here's just the components, and here's his app, JS, and this is kind of a little bit of what we'll be doing. But let's go to just to sort of go over some of these tabs I have here, just to first here. Again, here is, I think this is the most recent version. I think so. So here, I'll throw this in the chat too. Hey, that'll be fun. Here's the libraries here to interact with a local or remote Ethereum node. Put it on the blockchain. And so this is how we're going to interact, from making the connection from what we want to do on the front end to communicating and setting all that up. And then here's, just what I wrote over to sort of see a little bit of things I did here. So the tools, it came with Jest and React testing library. Here's another test. This was the mock that we may play with. And mocking out this Web3 provider. I do have my Ganache open, so I hope that runs. I have not played with that yet. We shall see. And here it is on Local 3000. The basic React app up and running. So let's go to the code. Here, I have it open, right? Yep. So I put it in a folder called Frontend to keep it a little separate. So actually, before I forget, let me cd into Frontend. And I've rebooted since then. So we should go ahead and do npm start. I just ran this, right? Just to make sure everything's still kind of running how it should be. Okay, so it's going to open another instance of it. Boop. And I made it too. Let's see. Did not save. Oh, yeah, I did. I made a change because it said go and change it up and see it working. And so I said learn React for sure. So there it is. So now let's change it up. I do have a design that's coming. So next week, it's going to open another tab. So we have another thing open. So that's exciting. So we'll be working on that a little bit as well next week. And before I forget, next week, I believe for a week, Wednesday to Wednesday, I will be doing some live coding in the morning. I will be continuing to work on this front end. It will be way too early for our folks on the West Coast, but sorry about that. I will also do the Thursday, the Thursday night, but the folks I've been pairing with and working on the smart contract end of it, which is moving along nicely, not totally done yet, but moving along. Will be, of course, taking summer vacation. So I'm going to use that time instead to focus and finish up this front end, and anything else in that vein. So I'll be doing some live coding in the morning, 80-30. We'll see if I give myself a little more time since I don't have to although I have a stand up at 9:30. So yeah, maybe 8. We'll definitely still try for 8. All right. So yes. So let's change up the test to, oh, did I get a message? Okay. This test to really, really get rid of the learn react. And we're just gonna have we're not gonna have a link, right? It doesn't render the React link either. Okay. Okay. I would love. Oh, sorry. I'm much more used to the describe and it blocks. I just realized, but we'll go with this for now. Let's see. It renders the welcome message. All right. And I'm just gonna do regular old text for now. Welcome to Adult Fantasy. And expect, okay, so it's not a link, it's a text element. To be in the document. All right, so we're rendering the app. We're just changing it up a little bit just to sort of remove everything that is React boilerplate as a starting point. So let's do, I'm sorry, at work we're using Yarn. npm test. And yes, we expected it to fail. We should not have that text anywhere. And one of the benefits that React.js, not React testing library is like, hey, we're gonna show you what's there. In case you don't know, this is what we're getting. Which is important once you start to have more components and things, and then you can see what really the HTML is, because maybe you're not looking straight at it. But they can't find it. Well, of course they can't because it's not there. So let's go ahead. I think we're gonna have them side by side instead here. A little bit more space. Here we go. All right, and I'm gonna take out our A link. We don't have an image. We'll just put it right in this paragraph. Welcome. I should copy paste from here. Okay. All right. And it passes. Yay. All right. I'm sure it looks terrible, but that's oh, not so bad. All right, welcome to Adult Fantasy. All right. So now we want the all right, let's go back to our testing file. Expect. So let me just go and remind myself a little bit of the React testing library. Oh, this is just that we're talking about, not React testing library. Because queries, events, advanced configuration. No, I want to look again at just. Because I think yeah, I want this guy. Delightful JavaScript testing. Oh gosh, it's so big when it goes on the screen. Let me make it a little smaller. There we go. All right. Now I want the API. Thank you. Just the docs. Got the right test. So we have describes. We also have tests. It's like, I guess it's pick your. Main function. Also under alias it. Okay, because I'm more familiar with the it syntax. So I think we're gonna go with that. All right. Let's add a describe block too. Oh, this is too far that way now. It is describe app. That's the main page we're on, so why not? I really should set up like auto completion when you start doing that. How many times do I have to write that? Describe at, and then let's put this it. I just feel like tidying this up a little bit. It's what I'm used to, and then we'll go with just it. All right, we have not internet. Thanks though. Escape. VS Code, too quick on the draw there. All right, let's make sure my little edit is still passing. Yep, okay. Just in a format that also is keeping with how we're testing everything. In the smart contract, we're using the describe it blocks. And so that's fine. Okay. It renders the welcome message. Great. What else should it do? It I'm gonna go with a very integration level test and see how it goes. And so it returns a success message after successful mint. All right, and hopefully we can mock that out. I'm a little unclear as to how that will work. So that'll be our adventure today. Is the mocking and the putting it together. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. And if not, that's okay. Some nights I am by myself a little bit, and that's okay. Folks do watch later. I do look at the numbers. It's just more fun if people come. But hey, that's what we got. Oh, another extra comma. All right, and so we render the app. All right. Also a little rusty on all my like React testing. So just going to come back to me here. All right, so render that, and then we want to find the mint button equals it's going to be a form. So, and I have actually not used React testing library. I used the project I used and worked on before, like 2 years ago, was like Enzyme. So, thanks, yeah, it's okay. And so we're gonna have to look at the is it this one? Okay. I want to find event. Let's see. Oh, it's still big. No, not really fire an event. And there we go. Yeah. Sorry, I should read it out loud. Interesting. Queries, tests, user actions. Okay, well, these are definitely async. Name, click. Okay, this is, I think, a little bit more what I want because it needs to definitely await things. And we're definitely going to have to wait for stuff to happen. Okay, let's see. So, hello. It's going to be a single page app, Pam. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So I haven't seen the designs yet, but it's a single page app. We're gonna have one page that is kind of a sales stuff, and then the button to mint. And then I think there will be a different route, but it'll still be in the single page for the success message or failure message, and like here's what to look for next. So it should be pretty simple. Max like 3 kind of main views. Is I believe what's coming my way. Plus probably like all that legal document stuff. So those will be other uh, things that can open up. I guess I haven't seen the designs yet, but yes, single page, all in app. Not going to be separate packages or anything. Okay, thank you for asking. All right, so we're gonna find our button, and we'll get by role button name. Click me. Well, that's not quite it, but all right. Let's just copy that. Put that in for reference. Role button. And then we'll say name. Which is interesting that I read about React testing library is that it definitely has an eye towards accessibility, which is something that I'm going to be doing a lot of in the next week or so at work. And so it's because the name is the accessibility, like where the screen reader would go to tell you the name of the button. So it's already saying, hey, you better have that. And so that the screen reader can find it. Sorry, mint. We're just going to call it mint token. All right. So we did that. Why is it unhappy? What did I get rid of? Okay. Oh, well, because I want to call it mint button. I just have to call it what I wanted. None of this is going to happen. Await screen. Await. Definitely await. Okay, now I can delete that. Tab. I don't think I have an auto. What are you upset about? Comma. We don't have a closing. Parentheses. Okay. And then find text. Congratulations. So all that little that's all I want to happen. As far as the test to go, there's so much that I think will have to happen in order for this to succeed. But that's a very basic test just to give us a direction. So let's see it fail correctly. Hopefully that you can't. If I hit enter, it's going to run again. Okay. Oh, is something else wrong with it? Oh, is there something else I have to bring in for await? Let's see. Let's look at the error exactly. Syntax error. Okay. Unexpected reserved word await. Okay. Let's look again, see if I've misread something. So I have to import something. Okay, promises to be sure to await or then when calling them. It will have to await because you have to definitely wait for things to happen. All right, find by queries work when you expect an element to appear, but the change to the DOM might not happen immediately. We may add that in. Just wait for something to be called. Okay. Have I not? Do I need to bring it in as well? Like, up here? No, I don't think so. Okay. Oh, we haven't put an expect anywhere. Is that the expectation? Is the await? I can think so. Okay. Let's look up there. Unexpected reserved word await. Okay. Oh, oh, right. Ba-doo. Always have to tell ACASYNC here that the test is also async. Okay. Does that make it happy? All right. Great. Yes. This is a correct failure because there's no button. Okay. Yes. Okay. Look at me remembering JavaScript. What? Okay. I'm such a back end girl, I've decided. Wait, wait. That totally goes with adult fantasy, but that came out completely wrong. Okay. Oh my lord. Okay, so I don't feel like we need a header. Let's just put it I know this could be fancier with components and things, but we can do that later. Right now let's just have some divs. We may break all that out into a component. But for now, this is where I'm going to reference the other code because it has a form that goes to a mint function. So let's go back to our example code here. Thank you, Dab University. I'm just going to borrow his form. Form, just a basic. Oh, let's borrow a there's no input. So we're just gonna copy that. Okay. I don't think we need any of that. This is they were like entering a color, and then each color was its own token. But I don't think I need all that. I don't think our minting function is going to take anything right now. It might later, but right now it's just mint. And then let's close the form so it's not angry at us. All right. Oh, don't you hate when your editor is just angry at you? All right. And then back here, we're just going to have a basic input. We don't need a class name right now until we get our design. Mint. I think that might be, I might have to set the name, but we'll see. All right, because it's looking for name. Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, the value will be all caps. Knowing Todd's design. All right. Preferences. Let's see. There we go. All right. Okay. Did it find the button? Let's just make sure it's. No, still not. Oh, that's input. That's not submit the button. No. What? Type submit. Oh, is it in fact a button? Hmm. Not showing up. It should show up. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've done. I don't have an issued token either. Even without all that, I should have issued token. Is it not compiling? Compiled with logos. Never used. Is it upset about that? Defined but never used. Okay. I don't think that would matter, but okay. All right. Oh, here it is. Scroll down. Issue token mint. That totally looks like a button. I'm inspecting it. It doesn't. It's not really a button. Let's. I'm rusty on HTML2 button. Yeah. Because the role is looking for a button. Goodbye button. How about now? Oh. Nope. What if I instead change the test? That's back. It is a button. Button. Ooh, the name is mint. So it's still the value. Name is value. Okay, that's my disconnect. Okay, let's go back to button. And let's take this and just do this. Okay, well, I'm going to learn more about accessibility this week. I thought you had to set the name. I guess name is also value. All right, so now it should find the button, but then nothing happens. A fire event is not defined. Exactly. Okay, this part here is not defined. I have to take a sip. All right. And so let's set up the minting. So we will reference this again. So he said mint. Okay. So what's this doing? Let me talk out what this is doing and what we're going to do differently. So this is the Mint function. It's taking in a color. It's calling the contract in the state, which we will go back up here and do all this fun blockchain stuff. And then its methods. It's getting from like a JSON file that has been deployed, and that's what it's going to reference. And then it's going to send from the account that's trying to do this. And that's, I think, part of what we'll have to mock out. And then when it comes back, hey, you said it there. Okay. And then you would also handle any errors and things in here. So we are going to, and all this is Web3.js, right? So this is contract. New contract, address, contract methods, blah blah blah. So that's what it's getting it from, and it's setting it to the state of the React app. Okay, back to our example. Mint. I'm gonna copy it and change it. I know, copy pasta. It doesn't take in anything. Mint. Nothing. The address. Wants receipt. Receipt. Um. 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 We'll just do. We will instead load up another component or something, but load success somehow. Okay. Great. I wonder what the test says next, if it like leads us to the next thing, or if it's just like, I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm just curious. It's like, you put some stuff in there. There's no contract. But is that, let's see if it's giving. Reference mint is not defined. Okay, so it's giving you the JavaScript errors, which should then lead you to the next thing. Okay, so, and that's what I feel like testing helps. It helps focus you on the next thing as opposed to getting distracted by other things. How pretty the button is. So, all right, where is this mint? Where else is it referenced? Mm-hmm. Mint is not defined. Oh, do we need to? No. Hmm. Just trying to see the next thing that would help. Control find is mint is just there. But it's pointing to mint is not defined. Just curious. What that really means in React. I mean, I could go fill in the rest. It might happen, but let's React. Blah blah. There's anything. It's not defined. No, not React. Function because it's a function, right? Right. Um, the reason shuffle cards methods and define a component which is accessible in this property. I think maybe we have to go ahead and extend component because I was seeing that was up here and we hadn't done that yet from the. So let's see if that starts to fill that in. Probably before this one. And then just remembering the syntax, extends component, function app, class app. Ooh. Class versus function. Let's remind ourselves React, or this JavaScript. Class versus function. Reminding ourselves. Yes, everything's an object. Well, they just aren't used in older browsers. Okay, fine. If we change it to a class, then we have to add a constructor. Okay. Well, let's go from the example. All right, so let's change it to class app extends. I don't have any strong opinion about that. Okay. And then how do we end it? Might not be the bottom here. Oh, it does. Okay. Probably need a second. No? Oh. Component. No, I just need one. Component. Return. Oh, is return different? Render. There we go. Okay. And then, I know I don't have any automatic linting. I should add those. What is your favorite linter in VS Code? Anybody want to throw anything out there? Is there, we tried a Solidity linter and it just was so noisy. So if you have any thoughts, what you usually use, if you use VS Code, but what, I should probably add something so that I'm doing less work. But for now, let's do that. and then see where we are in our error messages. Oh, back to that it's just not happening yet. Fire event not defined. Is that still the same? I'm just going to make sure it's still the... Yep. Okay, so nothing specifically wrong about the app file now, just still not happening. Fire event is not defined. Interesting. Fire event. Oh, you mean like maybe I have to put it in the test? That feels more like a test thing. Is fire event from here? Yes. See, and the linter may have complained about that and given me a little more. Uh, oh well, that's okay. We figured it out from the error messages. ESLint, Pam says, is it worth adding right now? Probably save me some time. This guy, right? Extensions. ESLint. All right. Let's see it become even more angry. Here we go. All right. Well, no angry things right now. Okay. All right. Where are we? Still. Oh, fire event should be. It passed? No, it didn't. The one passed. Aha, great. So it clicked the button. Excellent. We're to the next error. Fabulous. Okay. So there's no text. There's no text. It's just saying the same. Did it then have an error? Ooh, that's long. Cannot read property contract of null. Exactly. We haven't defined the contracts. Great. This test is awesome. Okay. So simple, but it's definitely pointing to what you have to do next. So, which luckily I'm gonna just go from here. So we gotta define our contract, and they have this. All right, I don't want all that. Account. Okay, so I think I just need, in order to set the state here, that was below everything. Yeah. Once you set everything, so I don't need total supply. I'm not. I think in his example he was showing the total supply of. So total supply, I feel like is an interesting term because on the blockchain, in your contract for the tokens, total supply means everything that's been minted. So that's the supply that's out there. I guess it's not what you could buy; it's what has been bought or at least minted. So I don't know. I just think the term doesn't quite match with me. Okay, so back to now setting this contract. I don't want to set that, but here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Load blockchain data. Load this, and then, okay, so both of these, let's go back up to here. So So we're going to need our Web3 now, which I've not mocked. So we'll see how far it gets. They had it in this order. Oop. Copy paste didn't go. All right. And then well, we're going to import something else. Just seeing what order they're putting this in. Okay. All right. So we're importing. We've called our contract AF card. And this file path might be slightly different. Let's see. Because I've put it into a front end folder, so we might have to go up a little bit. Let's indeed find where we are without giving away too much here. No, that's okay. Just so you know, this contract code is not ready for prime time if we see any of it. So front end, and then I deployed some artifacts, contracts, APIs. I'm looking for the JSON. Is it in here? Yes, there it be, the deployed version. So he put it in something called, well, I think, I'm not sure where he ran it. Anyway, here it is. So we got to go back to artifacts, contracts, AF card. So I think we have to go all the way to do this. Oh, sorry. Boop, boop. Okay. Up. And then artifacts. Well, let's double check where his was, huh? Just to help me. I guess something that doesn't come super naturally to me is like finding the import. Had enough. Okay, so it went up to source, right? Okay, because it was in components. To up, then ABIs, and then you had that there. Okay. All right, yeah. So we need to go up and then back down to artifacts. That's where Truffle put them. All right, when I deployed. And then we go down into contracts. Then we go into AF card. Oh, it's starting to find it. Sold. That's the name of the file. Folder. And then we have our AF card JSON. Clear, but is never used. Yep, not yet. All right, let's do it. Back to our example. All right. I'm gonna probably get no Ethereum browser. That is probably, my guess is this is what's gonna fail until we mock that out in our test. That is my guess. Let's go ahead and put that here. Okay. I gotta have more space. All right. Okay. So again, it's going to call these. Oh, let me get the blockchain data as well. I'll kind of talk through it a little bit. I'm not going to need all this, so we'll talk through it. Performant. Oh yeah, right where it is. Okay. So it's going to call when it mounts. All right, it's going to call loading the Web3, and then it's going to load the blockchain. So first you have to have the connection to whatever network you're going to use. And then you're going to load your specific things. So account, wait, get accounts, sure. Account. So this one is just using the first account that comes in. All right. That's usually I'll show when we do a full test. I'll show you. You log in, and we'll use MetaMask. And you'll select your account, and that'll be the first account, and that's what it should use. So that's fine. And then get the network ID. Okay, and then here we have our thing we need to change to color. AF card. Card. We're going to get that address of the contract that's been deployed. And it's going to connect up all the information. This ABI has basically all of the methods and every that you can call on the contract. So we're going to set the state to that contract. Now I am not using total supply in this, so we don't need it. Oh, it's loading colors. I'm not loading any colors. I think that's all we need. All right, let's see where it's failing now. So again, my guess is it's not even gonna load this because I don't think it I don't think it knows how to from the test. So let's see what it's gonna import. Cannot find. Oh, you know what? We haven't even added Web3.js to our libraries. I hadn't even done it. So there you go. That's a good, useful error message. How do you do that? Let's see. Getting started. Adding it. Let's install it, shall we? And I think we need it just in the front end package. So it doesn't need to be in the main. Oh, I have so many. Let's just do another tab. Bloop. I have coworkers that totally divide up their terminals, and so you have different terminals. You can see them all going. I don't know. I guess that's productive. I don't know. I like to look at what I'm doing in one tab after another. But Pam, if you're still there, what do you usually do? Do you do more the tabs and you click between, or are you like now putting multiple in one view? I don't know. Maybe I'll try it one day and see if I like it better. Not today. Let's install Web3 while I take a sip. That's a good installing. Oh, we're running a little bit over an hour now. So I may I'm very, very, sorry, I just moved. I'm very, very curious about this mocking. So I may get to try that and then stop. But I feel like we've made good progress. And I am happy I wrote the test and been working from the test. I sort of debated it since I saw nobody else nobody else testing. Um, I think it has helped put in just enough, right? Only what you need. Here we go. I can do that fixing later. Okay, great. All right, so I think it would have. No? Is there anything else to do after you? Let's see. I'm gonna wait. Let's see if the it's not complaining. I feel like it should from source. I'm gonna quit and try again because I think it may have to. I wonder if it hot reloads adding packages. I don't know. Let's see if it gets a different error now. Yes, awesome. Oh, okay. Cannot find module. Oh, this is actually what ended up stopping the last section. Is like an import like issue, and I feel like that's a little so silly, right? Like I should be able to find an import. Now this one certainly because it's you know. Um, so let's see again. Is okay. So when source, oh, you know what? We're up one more because source is inside Frontend. Okay, maybe I'll be able to do this here. Da da da. Maybe. Maybe. Why does it have that? Should I click on it? What does it do? No. I don't think. All right, let's. I will undo that if it gets to a new error. Yeah, no, I don't think that's it. How about now? And it might be just one. Oh, did I do it? Did I find it? Why should I? I have never been more confused, intrigued in my life. Also, hello. Never? Hi, Tucker. Welcome. I don't. I'm not sure how much you've seen. Have you been watching the whole time and we're still confused, or if you're jumping right in? Um, we are trying to do the front end of an NFT project. Working with React, which I'm a little rusty on, I will admit, but I'm more of a Ruby on Rails. This is called Ruby Thursday, but we're diving into new technology and having fun. Um, so yes, this is where I thought we would get to the from Adult Fantasy Discord chat. Welcome, welcome. I was going to throw that on the screen. Look, welcome, Tucker. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're coding up the front end for Adult Fantasy, and so it's I don't know if you're a developer at all, but if not, cool. We are working in React, and I've written a test. Here's the test in case we've forgotten, because it's a very simple test, but it's only like 3 lines here, 4 if you count the render. And yet it's a lot that goes into minting that token. So we're gonna have a button. Right now the front end just is very plain. Oh, it failed to compile. Right, because we haven't. Ooh, that's a new error. I will have to look at this for just a second. But it did have a button. And hold outside the project source directory. Do I need to copy those? Outside of source are not supported. Hmm. I wonder how you copy it. He's a funny voice person. You mean like a voiceover artist? That's awesome. These are very fun. Well, thank you for coming by. That's what we're doing. We are causing errors that we can fix, and that's how you get it going. But interesting. So that's why that was in there. Let's solve this and then be done for the day because it is getting late. And my brain just turns to like mush by 10 o'clock. So this is interesting. Well, so if those artifacts get deployed, right? I think this is all you need. So I could just copy that over. Into, we will make a similar folder here. To our example code. We'll just call it APIs. And we will copy it. Is that all? I'm going to look at my example project from a gentleman at Dapp University. And he had those in there. I wonder if he needed all that. I guess we'll find out. All right. So I'll just add the AF card is what we'll add in. And let me just copy that over here. All right, copy. Oh, well, that path, exactly. I have it right here. Copy this guy. Copy this guy. And we want it to go into ABIs. Yeah? Mm. Um, ooh. I think it was copy path. Copy. There we go. All right, so let's go double check. It should be in here. There's our JSON. Now we're gonna have to maybe automate this a little because I redeploy this. It will get redeployed, so I'll have to look around and see what people are doing to kind of make this happen when you deploy. Moving this file. I mean, I guess I could just put it in the deploy script, I guess. Okay, so is the browser complaining less, or at least about something different? Oh, I haven't changed the actual import. APIs, yep. And then, okay. It'll hot reload, should. It's cool if it has a different error, but what? It's still outside of the source directory. Oh, I'm a dork. I put it on the same level as front end instead of. All right, can I just do this in here? Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right. Is it reloading? I can go look and see the compiling. Did I not just put it in source? Damn, see, this is when you should stop. It's right there. Source. It's here in source. It's no longer there. Is it one dot then? Let's see. Yay! Okay, new. Kind of back to a previous error, but okay. All right. I know. It's hard to compile successful. That's good. What is the right? So this isn't having a different error message, which I think is more what is going on right now. But yeah, property ETH of undefined. Okay, I'm willing to just try once, and then that's it. Mocking from, I will give due credit to, oop, it's so big on the screen here, sorry. Okay. He has a book even, let's see. Michael, it's right here. Michael Zalecki. Yeah. I found this post by Googling. And here we are. I don't know how old this is, but he has suggested mocking the provider. Return provider. Is that what we're doing in our code here? We have I wonder if this is different syntax now. These things are updated. Import provider. Oh. New window. It's not really provider. I'm just seeing if we can. No. Trying to mask. Okay. Current provider. I feel like it's not quite right, although I think it is. So he put implement priorities used for testing is slightly different. Well, just throw it in and see what happens. I don't think much. I think it's gonna not work. But I think it is a direction to take. Is it inside? I'm gonna go with before each. Ooh, no, it's not. It's not giving me before each. Before. Just regular old just here. Right? Is that it? Semicolon here? No. Ooh, just is not in here. I have forgotten how to write before each. Let's just put it right. Let's just not deal with that right now. Didn't actually matter with the top one. Make this prettier later. I don't think it's gonna work, but this is the part that's gonna be, I think, the hardest thing of all the testing. Is return provider. What is the actual error? Oh, it got to new error. Well, that's exciting. Because it was complaining about ETH before, right? I don't know if you remember. Okay, but the other was a step ahead of that, where it was failing at can't do this one of undefined, like web 3, like that provider wasn't there. But now it's failing down in Mint. So contract API address. Ooh. API. So API. How did it not come back with something? All right. That will be what I figure out. Probably starting next Wednesday. Again, be on the lookout for pings on that. I'll be doing that in the mornings. So kind of early for everybody, except if you're in Europe. But you can always watch it later. So I definitely expect to be a little a little lonely in the mornings, but that's the time I have to get this done. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, Tucker and Pam, for throwing me some chats, and especially for checking it out, Tucker. I love the curiosity. Um, I was I'm an actor at heart as well. If you're still out there. Oh yes, thank you, thank you. We'll have to share uh, notes on that at some point. I'll try to jump into the Discord soon. Um, yeah, thank you, and have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, good night.